5 Thai men and a Chinese were nabbed in Samut Prakan, illegally cutting protected rosewood trees for later shipment to China. The raid on a warehouse netted wood with a retail value of 40 million baht, that's close to £1 million. Much was already crated for export. Smelling the coffee is probably the best thing you can do in the capital right now, as Bangkok air quality is said to be at an all-time low. Below health levels for 5 out of the past 8 days, poor air is blamed at the lack of wind in the area. However, recent storms should help somewhat with that. Nationwide, we're promised a continued cold spell until the end of next week, and even heavy storms towards the north, with warnings for small boats in the Gulf and swimmers to remain on shore. On Koh Phangan, 2 foreigners along with 4 Thais were charged with running illegal hostels. A Dutch and an Italian were the business operators. The 4 Thais are said to have been nominee shareholders in the businesses, allowing themselves to be used to form a company that traded illegally. The implications of their arrests is considerable. Music fans, a date for your diary. Fifth Harmony is booked for the capital. March the 5th is the date and Central World is the location. Tickets go on sale next Friday starting at 1,600 baht. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, immigration have reported over 100 illegal aliens were nabbed in the month so far. Regular checks around the region have seen officers checking expats and tourists for visas, and resulted in nearly half of those being held after being found to have overstayed their visas. Others were caught working as hookers, some for trafficking, and others still for working without work permits. This weekend is the last weekend you can have a fag on the beach. The anti-smoking ban comes into effect on the 1st for many of the local beaches, along with those in other tourist areas around the country. The actual fine hasn't been fully clarified. However, vendors are required to direct those smoking to specified smoking areas. This law only applies to certain regulated areas and not the whole of Thailand yet. Megan's with us over the weekend with the What's On guide for the city, replacing the news with something a little lighter perhaps. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 29, dropping down to 20 tonight, and continued chance of rain at some time. That is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM. First every day with English language news on television and radio, and keeping you in touch with Thailand, along with Pattaya, the city of fun.